Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to Cal Culture Radio. King Jordan, what's cracking like? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on?
Chilling, man. What's good with you, family?
Hey man, I'm good over here, man. Another wonderful Friday evening. So let's get it.
Yeah, it's Friday talk. It's Friday, so Jordan, go ahead, do your thing, big dog.
All right, y'all. We're gonna start out this first. If you guys don't know, hit the news today. The actor Carl Weathers, at the age of 70, at 76, he has passed away here in Los Angeles. We don't know his passing. But if you guys didn't know, he played in Rocky. He played in Action Jackson. He was, like I say, Predator. With Arnold Schwarzenegger. Really good actor. Really good actor. Soul Brother, yo, and it's like I say, it's sad because I would say he's probably one of my 10 favorite black actors. Like especially in the '80s with Rocky and everything. He was. We played that character. I think everybody knows him as Apollo Creed. Um, Shout out to you, Butterfly Jones. Yeah. A lot of people know as Apollo Creed as in that strong black brother and everything against Rocky and everything. And I really like that character. And it's just sad to see him lost. We'll play a little clip, and after that, we'll hear you guys as well. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Apollo can't believe it.
Also, a little fun fact about him too. He used to play for the NFL for like a year. He played for Oakland Raiders for like a year before he started acting. I think he just played for 1 year, and then he transitioned to acting. And then one of his movies, other than Rocky, Action Jackson, that came out in 1988. That was one of the movies he was nominated for in NAACP for the outstanding actor for motion picture or anything. Go ahead, fellas. So, what's your thoughts about his passing? Any good memories you got from him, from his movies, or anything about?
Um, you know, go. I don't know if Ronnie, you wanted to go first or not.
No, go ahead, King. You can go. Go ahead.
I love Carl Weathers. I'm an '80s baby, so Action Jackson was my movie. I
Mhm.
wanted to be a police officer. Um, like here, shout out to Nightish. Um, and Nightish, you just as well as me know Carl Weathers. His, you know what I mean. Those are the two notable roles, but he's always played a very serious actor, and his craft was so much. But Action Jackson was my first hero growing up.
Yeah, but shout out to him. He did a lot of motion pictures, especially in Hollywood, especially at that time where there was not too much a lot of black actors, especially in Hollywood. And for him to do a movie like Rocky, which I'm a very heavy fan of Rocky, so it signifies power, signifies growth, and he made a strong impact. It's unfortunate they don't know the cause of his death, but the thing is, when it like that, like it's very important for black men to make sure we go and take care of our health and make sure we do a yearly evaluation on what's going on within our body. because sometimes we think we built like a machine and sometimes we're not. So we need to go and get checked out. But shout out to him. He lived a good, wonderful life. Not only that, but his legacy kind of still live on because they still doing Creed movies. So they want, and I know the next Creed movie they're gonna also mention him. Probably do a contribute to him because he was the first Apollo Creed. So, but shout out to him. I actually loved him to see him in the movies. You know, sometimes when I actually go back and watch Rocky, I just go watch that particular scene because I just love how he pretty much impacted. And if I'm not mistaken, I think even not Martin Luther King, sorry, Mike Tyson even looked up to him when it came to his motion pictures too as well. So he did his thing. But that's all I can say, man. Let him rest easy and see him at the afterlife. Rest easy, big dog.
Yeah, that's facts, man. You know, shout out to his family. You know, our condolences goes to his family, his kids if you have any, man. And you know, Carl Weathers, you know, we remember you. We would always remember you, man. Great actor. You know, great actor for our community. All right, folks. On to the next topic. So we had talked about this before last year, but I feel like we need to really talk about this again because we hear this stuff at least once a week. I don't know if you guys see it, know it, but I see it on like at least once a week that a lot of these female teachers they're going to jail for essaying teen boys, and I'm seeing this like every week, you know, from different states, from Virginia, here in California, I think Pennsylvania, and I don't know if like I said, it's not like I don't think there's a lot of things talking about it and everything, but you know, it just feels so weird that I think there's a rise of this essaying of these teachers on these on these middle school boys and also high school boys as well, and it's to me it looks like it's getting worse and worse and worse. So um, we're gonna play a clip for you guys to definitely see what we're talking about, and after that we're gonna chop it up. How can you can just play the TikTok one because the TikTok it just really tells all of it. You don't have to play the other ones.
Across America, female teachers taking advantage of underage male students and committing sexual assault against them. We're noticing a pattern with many of these cases. They're using iPhones and social media in order to target the victim. Take 24-year-old Ricky Lynn Laughlin, for example. She worked as a special ed teacher in Missouri when she allegedly sent naked pictures and videos of herself to a 16-year-old student over Snapchat and then asked him to send pictures of himself in return. And then things escalated. He says Ricky kissed him and invited him over to her house to have sex while her husband was out of town. And Ricky was charged with 6 different felonies. 27-year-old Reagan Anderson, a former teacher and coach from South Carolina, is facing 2 counts of sexual battery on a student. She allegedly used Snapchat to send the teen naked photos. And then there's 38-year-old Lydia Pinto. Lydia was a high school gym teacher and coach, and the victim reported Lydia abused him when he was around 14 and continued doing so until his senior year. So what's going on here? Joining me now, host of Takedown with Chris Hansen and the Predators I've Caught podcast, Chris Hansen. Why is this trend seemingly picking back up again now?
I think you have better reporting, Jesse. I think you have awareness on the part of victims who are no longer as afraid as they once were to come forward. And I think you have parents who see suspicious behavior on the part of their children, then they can check cell phones, iPads, all kinds of other digital media, and the evidence is right there. These are criminals, these female teacher predators, but they're not smart criminals, and they leave a digital footprint. You know, one of the questions I'm asked most frequently about our predator investigations, do you find women predators? And in our cases, we do not, because these are guys who go online, they like to meet a stranger, a child, groom them, and then meet for sex. In female predator cases, they don't like the anonymity. They like to know their victim. So this is a case where they see their victim, they have power and control over their victim, and they're reliving this fantasy. And what we're also seeing is a lot of fetish porn involving teacher-student sex. And so if you're into this sort of thing, how long is it going to be before the fantasy is no longer good and you have to act out on it? And that's what we're seeing now.
That's interesting that the women want the intimacy and the men want the anonymity.
Yeah, that's not the only one that's see. There was one teacher who got. Let's see if I can find that one. A teacher A. They talk about this. Yeah, elementary school. The teacher A was allowed newer students to run multiple trains on her at a time. This happened. I'm trying to figure out which city this was. A second. I can't find the city. And there's another teacher. I think this is in Virginia. She's been arrested by the FBI after making 28 sex tapes with eighth grade students. Yo, it's a lot going on here in the United States. I don't think it's really talked about like that, because I don't know if we just read a newspaper and say, "Hey, bad luck for her," but a lot of these men, a lot of these teachers, to me, look like they're predators. And the thing is, we don't mentions as women as predators and everything, because they mention us men as predators. But as you can see, there's a lot of female teachers who are predatory against these, these teen boys and everything. And it's just getting crazy out here. And I think it's going to continue to be a rise on this. So I'm gonna pass it on to you guys. So what do you think about these female teachers? Are you seeing a rise in it, and also are you seeing it? Are they being more predator to these teen boys?
It's not pretty much a rising. It's pretty much more of awareness of what's going on with these female teachers or predators. Not only that, but shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Love me to Thompson Vincent, Butterfly Jones. Butterfly Jones, man, I ain't seen you in a long time. Shout out to Nidus, Ashton, and also the lovely Bobby Bryan. Those that's watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and also NK. Thank you guys for always tuning in each and every week. We really do greatly appreciate you guys' presence. This ain't nothing new. Especially with me, especially when I do a lot of research and see what's actually going on within the community. It happens every so often. It's just not being reported, because remember, especially in certain community, they get praised when a guy when actually a young boy is sleeping with a teacher. Because remember, there's an old adult. Most of the time, if a young boy goes to his dad and say, "Hey, my teacher's hit on me," most of the time, the father will probably give the guy, his son, a high five, or say, "You doing your thing, big dog. You killing it." So there's always been teachers predators for years. It's just now being reported, which is a good thing. And now, and also what Chris Hansen said, I wish he do. I 100% do agree on is because of the fact of the corn world. The corn world shows that it be sometimes a certain fetish people be having when they say, "Oh, teacher and student, teacher and student, teacher and student." So is this those things is feed into a lot of these adult women psyche. So now they want to actually practice those things in actual reality. To me, I think those teachers are sick, because remember, women always say, "I can't get a man out here." I find out I find out a bit the difference. There's men out here your own way. Just deal with men your own way. You don't have to look at a young boy and feel like you have to manipulate him to use them or whatever you're trying to do to have that sense of control. And the same thing goes for guys as well. You know, stick with your age grade. To me, I always find that to be a sickness when I see like people think people like younger than what they really are. So unless they're of age, if they're not of age, I find that to be a total sickness. What's going on, Victor? My bad, I forgot to give you a shout out. Just hit me out. You're back from the grave. You've been gone. Well, you haven't been gone. I know where you be at, but it's glad to see you over here tuning in and timing in. We really do greatly appreciate your presence. So it is unfortunate, but as parents, I don't have any kids, but if you already have kids, to me, really consider what your child is telling you, especially if it's a boy, and tell her, "Hey, my teacher's hit on me." You need to immediately report that, and don't let that go unnoticed just because the simple fact is a woman. Go ahead, Akeem.
Thank you, brother. You spoke so eloquently, and I appreciate your thoughtfulness and your intake just as well as you, my brother Jordan. Now, I'm going to approach this from a different angle. These things with predatory behavior with women has always been going on. It just don't. It's not talked about. We all know somebody who's older who had a baby with somebody who's 18, could be 17. Nobody never say nothing. It's only when a concerned parent or mother or father that's involved that happened to this. Many black young boys have kids from older women. This is nothing new. Now, in pertaining with this, we seeing a lot of these white girls doing this. Now, here's the thing. A lot of y'all got to understand there's a mental aspect that comes into this. Them people still not grown. They still kind of like in their 20s. Who knows from a mental standpoint have they matured enough to do that? One of them was married with a kid. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to Liberator Soul Rebel. So I'm looking at it from this. These things have always been going on. A lot of people turn a blind eye to it. Some people is unsaid. I personally knew a guy who was 18 who had 3 kids from a lady that was 39. And I asked him, I'm like, hey, what do you see in him? He a young boy. Oh, something just happened. So, when I look at that, you also got to look at the person's mind state, where they're coming from. You 39 messing with an 18-year-old boy? So these people that we're seeing that getting caught up with these things have some type of mental issue going on, and things are going in that direction.
Yeah, I agree with you, Akeem. I definitely think it's a mental aspect, especially with these women and everything, how they're, these looking at these teenagers, which they're not even grown adults yet, and I don't know what type of disease it is, but it's really nasty disease to see. You being a teacher, and instead of try to teach these kids and everything during and after school, you texting them, sending them naked photos, and telling them, you come by my house for after school homework and all this type of stuff. It's and the thing is, it's like, as a boy, as a mindset as a man, it's like, yo, it's not, my friends, I'm telling my friends like, hey man, I think she likes you, man. I think you should go ahead and everything. But and stuff like that, you just hear that from, black communities that you hear it from, and and I'm glad that we're seeing more in awareness of it and everything, because it's I think it's really need to be really under control, and and like I said, it's like we see this situation week by week by week by week, and there's sometimes it's like the it's getting so, it's getting so bad that the FBI is getting in some of these cases as well. That's strange for maybe to 3, 4, 5 years, because usually when the FBI, when they do investigate, they really take their sweet time so they get all the information they need, and then once they get all the information they need, they got you, and then you be indicted really quickly and everything. Yeah, man, it's I'm really glad that we've seen a highlight of this getting taken care of, because I know as a teenage boy, you think about getting some, but if you are going to get some, make somebody in your same age level, not somebody that's 10, 15, or 20 years older than you, and the thing is, it's like if you get the chick pregnant, which sometimes it can happen, your life is over, because when the teacher that you sleep with goes to jail, some of these states, they be like, hey, if you're the father, we're gonna give it to you. You gotta take care of it and everything. And even though you're not ready, you gotta jump on it. You gotta jump on into it, take care of your responsibilities and everything. And yeah, man, unfortunate, seen us, like I said, seen a lot of, we're talking about it. And, these teachers that we see, they have the mental, like to me, this is the mental issues. Really just put them in jail, put them in prison, a long time because, I can't see that happening to, if I had a son, my child like that, speak to somebody at an older age because I would not tolerate that one bit.
Yeah, I'm saying stuff like this does go on within the community, every community, black community, white community, you name it. Stuff like that goes on. Even just hit me out. He said one time his high school teacher was they're trying to get down with him. So I'm saying it happens, but does it get reported? No, because most of the time, if a guy go and tell somebody, "Oh, my teacher, especially a female teacher, and she's hot, hit on me," they're gonna look at that guy as a lame. I'm just being totally honest. Now, if it's just a teacher that she got a hairy chest, she looking like an old lady, you could be like, okay, most guys are gonna say yeah. But most of these girls that getting reported, they're not ugly. They really like top tier, good looking women, and they're getting
Hmm.
reported. So it's just like a lot. I know a lot of guys in the back of the mind say, "Why are you reporting her?" Go ahead, do your thing. She's hot. But at the same time, people got to keep it in mind. These are kids. These are little boys. Most of the time, boys not even into corn. Normally until they like 16. But when they like 14, 18, now I mean sorry, 14, 12, 13, they're not into that. They just into like having fun, doing what they supposed to be doing in school, playing like school activities and stuff like that. They not really focused on let me think about banging my teacher. But there's some kids that do. They think about they really want to have that experience. So it's
You,
unfortunate.
you
Shout
made
out
a
to you,
great
Lord
point.
Spike.
You made a great point, Ronnie. These new breed of teachers are not the breed of teachers back in the 1980s because these new breed of teachers are like to wear tighter clothes. Maybe a little revealing, but tighter clothes, especially on the where they wear their pants. They like to wear really really tight clothes, and they like to. And a lot of these teachers, they got social medias, and what they like to do is, if they wear a nice little teacher outfit, that's nice and tight and everything. They'll post it on social media, and it goes viral, and it might go a little bit viral. But the thing is, it's like when teachers post this type of stuff. Um, you know, the teen boys that look at it, they might like it and everything, and then the teacher gets so many likes and everything, like they said, you might not be surprised that teacher might hit you with a DM and everything since you like my picture and everything. So yeah, here in the 21st century, these new breeds of teachers, they are, like I said, they're totally different, totally different.
Go ahead, guys.
So there's a bigger elephant in the room when it comes to this day and these young Jones. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And at that age, it's very predatorial, and we have to see about the person's mental state. But my biggest issue is there's no uproar about it in the community.
And Hakeem, you're not gonna see that because how they consider between men and women. You're just not gonna get that.
Even like there was a case here in Miami where there was a man who was essaying a black boy at Booker T. It's only when until the kid had graduated high school that he like was like this and that. But a lot of people have access to these kids, and a lot of these things go under the radar. But and I mean, Fresh Town, Florida says double standards. It is double standards. But if you saying, then you're speaking ill will. So who has grace and who doesn't? Because this is going on. We the only ones that are reporting it. Nobody else reports about this stuff but Top News Network, and that's very few in between. Nobody's vetting these women coming into school and stuff like that to see what their mental state, to see, hey, do you think he's cute? He said, my little brother smashed the teacher. Look what Victor said. Listen, also let's remember a lot of these chicks who was going viral for wearing tight ass jeans and skirts in school. You remember when we grew up, our teachers ain't look like that. The 80s and the 90s teacher wasn't bad. They wasn't Instagram model. Some of these girls are Instagram models that are teachers. Tight, tight pinstripe dress, Fashion Nova, long heels. Even when you even the basketball coaches and all that. And then you got to understand something about people's emotion. Who are you going to be more attracted to that you're around the most time if you're on that mindset? I think it's weird, but I do think that there's no uproar. Save our boys from growing up too fast. Don't suck his Peter Weeder. You know what I mean? How it is that your first, you broke your virginity is a lady twice your age. And then on top of that, you get her pregnant, she could still get child support from you. Make it make sense.
Depends on the state. It all depends on the state. But if you have people not reporting it, then who fault is that? Because sometimes these children are afraid to go to their parents because sometimes they think their parents don't listen to them. I remember one time I was watching a documentary of a child who was pretty much who was pretty much got touched as a young age by a teacher, and then when he went into his parents, how his parents pretty much didn't pay no eye to it, and the person grew up and started hating their parents. Kids do want to communicate certain things to their parents, but the parents don't. They tend to be blindsided to the fact. They just don't want to. They don't want to deal with it. Oh, I don't know because the simple fact is because I'm not a parent, so I can't really relate. But I'm just going by me seeing documentaries and seeing sometimes seeing these TV shows and how when a child gets older, you can see like the hatred they have for their parents. Say, I was trying to tell you what was going on with me, but you just don't want to listen. So I would say today, I think it's very important for parents, if you have little ones, to really listen to them and especially ask them what's going on in school because sometimes we be focused on so many different things because we're trying to trying to pretty much create the best life for your children. But you need to ask your children what's going on in school because a lot of these kids are being touched, and a lot of this situation is not being recorded. Now there's few that do get caught, and then the one that do get caught, shout out to them for getting caught. But a lot of people don't get caught. Like Victor said, you see, like his little brother banged a teacher. It happened.
Yep, yep, it surely does. You're right. Just hear me out. He said, it's so easy to see the double standard, view any scenario and pretend it's a man's doing it. Everyone knows it's wrong immediately. It's not hard to figure out. That's true. He said male teachers sending D pics to the seventh grade female students, 10 years locked him up, no investigation needed. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a case like that in Florida. Last year on December 23, sorry, December 23rd, it was a teacher here in South Florida where he was seeing his teen student like gifts. Of course, it's girls, so he was sending them gifts. Not all of them was biting. A lot of them reported the situation to the principal. The principal said it's going to be a thorough investigation. One girl actually did bite and told the parents, and the parents immediately got involved. So stuff like that does happen. That was it. And I'm with Jesse, Meow, and other people in the chat. It is a form of sickness. It's a sickness when you want to deal with young people. That to me, I think it's a sickness.
Which is wild, man.
It's wild. It's off the chain.
Yeah, no, Florida now they're because of Ron DeSantis, he's cracking down on that for real. Like he's now I think putting in the law if you caught like if you're like a child predator or stuff like that, you can actually get the death penalty. Like they not playing over here in Florida. Florida they law is strict when it comes to child molestation. Very strict. Look, the homeboy polite. You see, like he did time. He doing time in jail now. So because I'm saying that Florida is not playing. They're not playing.
They gave him a 7-banger.
He could have got more, but he did a plea deal.
Mm-hmm.
So They're not playing.
Mm.
So parents really really listen to your children.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
know.
you touched me.
Sometimes Vincent, this topic is disturbing, but this type of topic we stuff like this needs to be. These type of conversations need to be had, and I think it should be a sense of awareness. I don't think we should just put it in the back burner because it's disturbing. I think we need to have these type of conversations because remember, after we're gone, these is our generation that's gonna move forward, whatever tradition we have. So if we don't stop now, it's gonna get much worse, way much worse before we actually do lose this generation. Go ahead, Jordan.
That's true. Any final thoughts before we move to the next topic?
No.
All right.
Yeah, well said. Go ahead.
All right.
Go
All
ahead.
right. On to the next topic, guys. All right. So this is going about traveling advisory for some of these Caribbean islands. So apparently, there's been a rise in crime and murder rates in Jamaica and the Bahamas. Um, so the U.S. State Department has issued a travel warning for Jamaica, urging Americans to reconsider visiting the Caribbean nation due to rise of crime and unreliable medical services. The level 3 travel advisory comes after the U.S. Embassy in Jamaica reported that violent crimes such as home invasions, armed robberies, sexual SA, and homicides are common even at all exclusive resorts. According to the State Department, Jamaica homicide rate is among the highest in the Western Hemisphere, with 65 murder reported there last month alone. Wow. The U.S. Embassy has also said local police often do not respond effectively to incidents of serious crimes, and even with arrests are made, cases are rarely prosecuted to the consulsive sentence. Families of U.S. citizens killed in the incidents of homicide typically wait a year or more for a final death certificate to be issued by Jamaica. Wow, that's crazy, crazy. The warnings about the travel to Jamaica comes days after the State Department issued an advisory for another popular tourist destination in the Caribbean. So, so this past Friday, the U.S. Embassy in the Bahamas put its island on a level 2 travel warning advisory, urging Americans to stay vigilant, keep a low profile, and not to fight back during a robbery attempt. And so yeah, so it's happening to these two Caribbean countries in Jamaica and the Bahamas. So it's so these two Caribbean islands, they're it's getting crazy. We're gonna play a clip, and after that, we're gonna chop it up. Go ahead, Akeem. Yeah, yeah. Just me out, even at the resort.
So, for me, I'm gonna go say this. Jamaica Ben has a crime issue. You know what I mean? They
Yep.
just don't like to hear about it. It's just that now it's spilling over to the resorts. It's just not safe at the resort no more. Everywhere right now is a no-fly zone. Unless you're going somewhere and you know that the spot is not really hot like that. Inflation, and people gotta understand, a lot of these things are linked to inflation. A lot of people who was able to get money, they're not getting money no more. They gotta find some way. It's the same thing with the passport bros. Pandemic, the passport bros was ramping through Colombia. Everything was okay. Inflation hits, there's gangs now. They gotta eat. So the yard men over there been sticking up. You'll be a fool to step out of that resort and get into a cab you don't know. You won't. You'll be ending up by them Blue Mountains.
That what I'm gonna say because I've been in Jamaica. I've been in Jamaica once, and I went to a resort, and the resort is heavy security. It have heavy security. And that, not only that, but the resort attendant, they would tell you that don't. They would tell you that's one of the things they always say. Don't get into a car that you don't even know of, or people say, hey, I got that good ganja. Follow me. Don't do stuff like that. Always stay in the group and go whatever they pretty much whatever they want you to go. Stay together. They always tell you that stay together. Not only that, but a lot of these resorts they do travel package where you could go see the city but they got their own tour guide to go and take you to the city. Don't just go out there and read a stranger and talking about, oh, I can take you to Kingston and I can show you where the roster stay at. You know what I mean? So that would say I see both sides of the party. A lot of these tourists arguing sticked up because a lot of these tourists want to be adventurous. They want to go out and enjoy the city, the whole ambiance. But you gotta understand something. Places like Jamaica, Colombia, places that's very Haiti, that's very impoverished. You do not want to go out there on your own. That to me, that's ignorant. And that's dumb. See, even just see me, I agree. Yeah, that what I'm saying. Like that why you if you hear reports of tourists getting attacked, normally it is because they are outside of the resort, not really inside the resort. The most of the time they can't get in there. They cannot. No. It's heavy security. It's heavy guarded. Heavy guarded. To the point sometimes it be militaries outside. It's hard to get into some of these resorts. I'm just being honest.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right about that, Hakeem. I mean, Ronnie. Yeah, like I said, when me, Hakeem talked about this. What was it last week about Colombia about there was a travel advisory to to majority passport bros to travel to Colombia. And that was basically that. It's like you say, watch out for these dating sites because if you go try to date somebody and then you go to Colombia and then you find out, it's not what you're looking for, and they try to kidnap you, rob you, do whatever. Same things for these Caribbean islands. With Bahamas, Jamaica, Haiti, and some parts of the Dominican Republic. Yeah, man. So I just want to tell these people, if you guys just want to have a vacation, just make sure you do your heavy research. Make sure you stay in one group. And, if you guys stay in the resort, stay in the resort because if you don't have the proper traveling guide that can take you out of the city, they will take you, they will rob you, and they will do whatever they can to get money off of you, or they'll cut your life off real quick. So, it's I never been to Jamaica. I know Jamaica's beautiful. I mean, I always want to go to Jamaica, but with that travel advisory, they probably got put Jamaica on hold and probably travel some other places other than that, maybe Aruba or something like that. But but the Bahamas, it's sad that he's here. There's a Bahamas too. That's because Bahamas they're rising on that too and everything. So yeah, people just really, really stay open your eyes, just be protective. If you guys stay at a resort, your resort majority of the time stay at a resort, and if you can't find somebody, a right traveling person that that's not from the street and who is legit, just make sure you do just do that because you want to stay safe and you do want to go back home. Shout out to
That would
Joe No
say
Hurdle.
no, but I would say shout out to Joe No Hurt him as well. What's going on, big dog? But I would say um I think they're hurting the country of Jamaica because American currency is really good for Jamaica. So as you know, because to me, they're black. Black. That you got black people over there. So our currency is good. It helps the country of Jamaica when we go over there and we go to these resorts, we go to these type of excursions, and for them to do a travel guide, I find out to be very alarming because crime is everywhere. Because they could do the same thing. They could be in Jamaica and they could do a travel advisory for the United States because we have crime here. Because now we got a lot of illegal immigrants coming around here and causing a lot of crime too. So, crime is always going to be crime. But to me, to stop resources from coming into Jamaica, I think it's going to hurt it. It's going to hurt Jamaica and actually hurt Jamaica than actually trying to improve Jamaica. Because I'm saying Jamaica is a beautiful land. I've been there and I was going to take a trip. That's funny because I was actually going to think about taking a trip again this year to Jamaica. And then now they do the travel advisory. I think they're really trying to stop people from going to these countries and really trying to help these countries out resourcefully. Because remember, our currency is very powerful than the Jamaican currency. So for us not going there, I know the Jamaican government they're gonna find some way to stop these crimes from happening because remember they need our resources. They do, especially like Colombia. I want to say when I really hear about people in Colombia getting attacked or getting hurt or getting deleted, chances are it's people in that land that are tourists doing things in that land they ain't supposed to be doing. I'm just being honest because if you look at the numbers not really that high of tourists getting caught up in Colombia or even other Caribbean land. The numbers is very small because they try to take care of the United States people because they know how powerful the United States is. You do something to our people, we're gonna do something to you. United States is very territorial. Go ahead, I can.
You on mute.
You muted.
I also want to point another fact that there's people who travel back and forth to these countries every day, every year. Family members who come. Some people go to Jamaica twice a month. So you got to know how to move when you're there. I seen a video one time of this passport bro talking to another passport bro, and he was in Colombia, but he was dressed like he was poor. And he said, "Oh, I don't got my real phone with me. This is a dummy phone that I carry in from." He said, "Not my bank card and information, nothing on here." And like he really looked like he was homeless, but you say y'all work from home, and he's just walking the street like he ain't nothing. So you got to know how to move when you go to these countries. Don't be wearing jewelry. Don't wear the fanciest sneakers, or you trying to take some. You might have to go to these places look like you one of the locals, like you dusty. Bring your dirty sneakers with you. Some bleach stained dress. Get you a money belt where you stack the money in there, or some money socks where you can sip the socks and put the money in there. You know what I mean? They're not gonna make you get naked for that cash. And when they see you looking a little dusty, they're like, yeah, they ain't got no money.
Yeah, that's where I came because
Right.
these, like I say, it happens here in America, but you go to these other countries, those locals will see what type of clothes that you dress on, see you have some type of value or not. If you dress close to like an American, if you have a nice watch on and everything, they be like, oh wow, he got some money then. You know, those local people living in other countries, they are very, very smart, and they know if they see your type of tourist, about the way you dress and everything, the way you smell, anything like that, they will get you. If you're not wearing their type of clothing that's in their country, but you wear some type of clothing from the United States, they will look at you. They'll try to snag you, try to get something. Don't other people in other countries, they are smart. They will look. If you have some type of value, you dress some type of way, they will try to get at you, period. Either they'll try to sell something to you or they'll try to rob you. One of those two.
Big facts. That's what I'm saying. Like, no, majority of the time, when I go to these foreign lands, because I travel a lot, so I do like to go on foreign lands. I never have jewelry, but I have jewelry. It's fake jewelry. You like I can't tell you got to know how to you got to go with the in crowd. I'm not gonna go in there wearing Cuban links. It's just not having. Because remember, them people they don't have nothing. They trying to survive. Not only that, they need your business, so they know how to take care of you. Most of the time, all people will tell you, whoever go to Colombia, they will tell you they love Colombia. I get treated like kings and queens. They'll tell you stories like how they treat me so well. It's because they know they need your resources, so they're gonna make sure they treat you the way they're supposed to be treating you. Jamaica is the same thing. When I went to Jamaica, they treated me like kings. Not only that, they love my hair. They love my hair. When Jamaica love my hair. They love it. They love guys with dreads. Oh my gosh, so that they I'm saying they're gonna treat you with well respected. But if you go in there trying to be like you missed a big shot, okay, they're gonna make you feel like you missed a big shot. The same thing like United States. I say the same thing that goes on in other countries. There's people that goes there try to rob and pollute the community. Well, people that really doing no harm to nobody, they come and they corrupt everything. It's the same thing that happens here as well. Because people here could be like, "Oh, I'm safe in the United States," but then they go wear Cuban links and go down O Block and see what happens. Go to Compton. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's certain things you just don't do because at the same time you want to make sure you show some respect in that level.
Brother, you're 100% right. Some people in the locals find it disrespectful that you come in here flashing all this money and stuff like that, and they're poor, and they gotta sell you these things. But if you come in there humble, looking normal, like you don't got nothing, and people see then you're able to give a couple dollars and do this, and you do it like that. You know what I mean? Some of these people, but you got some of these people who come, they look so fresh, and that's what a lot of us black travelers have to understand. Don't go to these people countries thinking you're gonna look and be the big dog. You're gonna get robbed.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like know how you handling your business out there. Learn how to maneuver. You know what I mean? It's the same thing here. You know what I mean? Going to New York City, going to Houston, or definitely going to Atlanta. There's so many stories of people from other states going to Atlanta and getting finessed, fraud, shot. And so you just got to be on the up and up with it.
And
I like that name, Friday for real. What's going on, Friday for real?
What's
That's a cool
good?
day.
yeah.
It is Friday for real. That's a cool name.
And I want to
You
say
got a
this to
cool.
these. I want to say this to the passport bros. You know, who got these YouTube channels and everything. Who travels, from countries to country to country. I just want to let you know, please be safe. Please be safe. Please be safe, because I can see a rise of these countries are getting worse, and how the other economies are at with these countries and everything. And if you have like a YouTube channel, if you got 20,000 subscribers, 50,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, and you are a well-known traveler, go to these, just go out a day and everything. I could see some of these local people start going to YouTube and look at you, and they see you off the street, they're gonna get at you. Even if some of these passport bros, they might don't wear that type of jewelry or anything, they might dress like casual and everything. I can, hopefully don't have it, but I can see, some of these passport bros who have the YouTube channels, they see a familiar face, they follow you, they really gonna get at you. So I'm gonna say this to the passport bros who's out there, please be safe, because as you hear some of these, Caribbeans and countries like Colombia, they're getting bad, and it might be continue to be a rise on that, and just be safe, people. Passport bros, just be safe.
No, so
Facts.
definitely. Hmm.
Well, go ahead. Can you?
No, so definitely. It's just follow the U.S. travel warnings. They also have a bunch of information. They even tell you what areas to stay away from in certain countries you're visiting. And
Mm-hmm.
one thing too, I'm gonna tell people who don't know this. And whenever you're traveling to another country, there's two things you have to do: get you travel insurance and notify the U.S. embassy that you're there, to know that you're there. So if something was to happen, they know your whereabouts and that you're registered with the U.S. embassy. If you're going to stay there for an extended stay.
No, but they already no, because before you go to any of these places, you have to do like a check mag. Like you got to
Mhm.
check in, so they already know you're there. They already
Okay.
know, and not only that, when you go through customs, they got your passport. Your passport, they know that you're a United States citizen, so they know like, hey, United States citizens here. We gotta be extra careful. That I would say they don't play like those type of land. They do not play around when it comes to things like that. They really don't. They really don't. So that's why I say it's odd when I hear stories about because stuff like that does happen, like people getting robbed, people being assaulted, and stuff like that. But it's very odd. Normally, I would say the number's not that high because they don't really play around with stuff like that. Now, what happened with Brittany? You saw she was trying to smuggle in drugs or something. That's different, you know. So yeah, different case for different folks. But yeah, I agree with you guys 110%. If you're traveling to these foreign lands, make sure you don't go in there like looking like juried out, blanked out, like you're a rich millionaire, because these people are hungry. They're hungry for real. Like you talking about poor,
Yeah.
man. The people here are living good. That's why they trying to come here. The poor here are literally rich compared to their type of poor. They're
Talk
poor for
about.
real.
Yeah, they'll, like I said, here, those people here, they'll rather be homeless here than be wherever they're doing right there,
Yeah, because
because
over there they literally,
yeah,
it's not a pretty sight.
because homeless
Like
here, at least you can get help here. Other countries, you can't do that.
you can't do that. No.
You know what I mean? You talking about being able to eat. You know what I mean? Some people go days without meals. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Yeah. Now, why you think Juan Pablo Escolar was so powerful in Colombia? Because he knew them people was poor, and majority of the time these people was on the street, and he gave them people jobs. Over there, they used to worship that man. Because that one telling you, like that was if you ever that was, I always tell people, if you ever do you travel into these lands, do like a tour of the history of the land. You'll see that these drug dealers used to manipulate these people so much because they knew how poor they were. They were like, hey, I'll give you a couple of dollars if you do this for me. And they would do it.
You telling the gun on it's true.
Boy, ain't the
That's
same
right.
no more, but like that no more. But back then, they'll do it because they was really like really poor. So that was it. The more you travel, the more that was it. I don't want the United States just to because eventually I think that's their goal. I think that's what they're gonna try to do is to stop people from traveling. Period. And then stay in the United States. And I don't want that day to come when it's like that. I don't want it because I think this world is so big and so many things you have to see. Like I
Yeah,
want to go to Africa. Africa, there's poor there too, real bad poor. So I want to be able to see stuff like that. Okay, let's see how they really like. There's days when people in Africa don't even have water.
Yeah,
So
fresh water
it's
at that.
exactly fresh water. So it's like man, because one day I want to be able to invest in Africa. That's one of my goals. But that I'm saying, like, to make sure they got water wells all over the place. But I'm saying, like, that's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But go ahead, Jordan, do your thing. But though, on to the next one.
All right, on to the next one. I'm gonna do this one. So there was a viral video of a woman. She went above and beyond to help this homeless man, and she was trending not just on Instagram, on TikTok, all the social platforms. So we just want to show you guys how what she did, and after that we'll chop it up. Go ahead, King.
Huh?
Some
Tea.
tea. Some
Tea.
hot tea.
Some hot tea.
Yeah.
Damn. From where? I'm walking to Trader Joe's. You wanna walk with me?
Cherry Joe.
Yeah.
All the way up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can stop by Starbucks or something. Say hi to my TikTok. Alright, so we about to go to CVS real quick. So we in here. He about to show me where he gotta go. Cause he said he's in pain. So he just got insurance yesterday, but it takes 45 days for his insurance to be active. So I told him like I'm just gonna pay for it. So he got his medication. Do you recognize this one? I think this is the one you're supposed to have. I'm gonna ask him. So we at Starbucks now. What size do you want? Do you want like a small one? Okay. Can I get a grande green tea, please? Huh? Okay. Here's your green tea. Do you want some napkins? So the CVS we were just at only had one of the medications, but the one he really needs, they don't have it. And he's in pain. He literally cannot walk with me. So I told him like, stay here. I'm gonna walk to the other CVS and I'm gonna see if they got it. So I made it to the other CVS and the guy was so nice. He gave us a heavy discount. He was like, I applied a good discount. And then I'm waiting for his prescription to get refilled. So I gotta sit here and wait. Guys, I'm so happy they had his medicine. So I'm on my way to go find him right now. So they had your medicine. So I got your medicine. Alright, so we switched. He's gonna push my cart and then I'm gonna take his suitcase. He's talking about he's gonna go to a church. I said, no, I'm gonna get you a hotel room. But I know all these cars looking like, what the hell do they got going on? Alright, yo. After, hour, we got Uncle room. Okay, here go your room. Oh, period. Period. Look at I done got you a room and everything. This is your keys, Unc. I want you to enjoy yourself. Check out 11 o'clock. Here, give me some money. Okay. You got my number, right? You gonna be good? So,
I love you.
I love you too, y'all. TikTok. We spent how many hours together,
We spend them.
We spent them. I haven't eaten all day. I'm hungry. I gotta go back to school. What kind of cancer you got?
Prostate. Come on.
Prostate.
Prostate.
Okay. So I got cancer, y'all. I wanted to help him. It was crazy because I was gonna get my groceries delivered and I decided to go on a walk. And you were so nice. All you asked for was tea. You said, can I get some tea? Hour. We got Uncle Room. And then you were so kind. I said, no, I want to do more for him. So I'm glad that you allowed me to help you. You were so kind to me. And I really hope everything gets better with you. I'm going to pray for you.
Great.
I give you my number. I looked out for you. You got your prescription.
Yes, you did.
I give you some money, so you're gonna go get some food. So I'm gonna look for you, So I'm gonna see if I can raise y'all TikTok. We need to raise money for y'all. We need to help out. Seriously. Well, say bye to my TikTok,
Love it.
Love you. I just got home. I just spent like 4 or 5 hours with him. I haven't eaten all day. I didn't actually grocery shop. Instead, I wanted to help him. I want to start a GoFundMe for him, y'all. Seriously. So hopefully this ends up on the Right People For You page. I got his information. I want to find him. I don't know.
That's all.
And then you were so kind. I said, no, I want to do more for him. So I'm glad that you allowed me to help you. You were so.
And she did set up a GoFundMe account, and she was able to raise $180,000 for the homeless guy, which his name is Alonso. And
I'm sorry. How much he raised? How much he raised?
$180,000, 180K.
I'll just be quiet. Go ahead. I would.
So I don't know if you guys think this is real, or some of these homeless if you some of these YouTubers and TikTokers, they'll probably do something like this, and majority of the time it might trend and everything, and it might raise money, and we don't know if the guy got the money or she kept the money. But I'm gonna pass to you guys. So what's your guys' take on this viral clip?
I'm with Natasha Vincent. She said something in the chat that's very powerful, and I do agree with her. I always question when someone doing something like a terrible moment and put it on social media. I always question that. Now I asked you, how much did she raise? And you're like 180K. Not that, but shout out to Gore, man. I love Gore. I just love Gore, man. I rock with Gore heavy. So I mean, shout out to Gore. Gore is one of the funniest guys I ever met. He know why I'm laughing. He know why I'm laughing. But yeah, but 180K he raised. And that was that I always question things like I always question it. If you're doing something charitable, you should not worry about doing it in the eyes of man, and you're supposed to be doing that. Worry about doing it in the eyes of the Lord, supposedly. Yeah, I'm just keeping it in the butt. And I heard that when you were like, oh, let's raise. But I'm gonna say the gesture is good. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm bashing her, but the gesture she doing is good. I think there is people out here who really do want to help the people that's less fortunate than what we are. So there's people that they're very passionate about it, but they will not record themselves doing it. They would not. I see people take homeless people to a restaurant. They don't have their phone out recording, or they on a TikTok, or they on a Instagram. They ain't doing none of that. They literally treating people. I seen guys give uh, um a homeless man bags of money. So and they don't nobody's recording them, nothing. They're just doing it because of the kindness of their heart. But when I see like people like recording them, taking them to the hotel, taking them out to eat, buying the medicine, I be like, okay, what's your motive? What is your intent? What are you trying to do? And then when she was like, oh, as soon as she mentioned the GoFundMe, I was like, oh, that's why my eyes rolled to the back of my head. I already knew what time it was. I was like, it might be another money scam, another scam.
So now I've been on this girl page. She's an Instagram model.
Oh my God, here we
She
go.
got 55,000. So to her defense, I only see pictures of just her. She got on a bikini and stuff. So I'm trying to see if this was genuine, but was that on TikTok?
Yeah, that was a TikTok one, I believe.
But you said what Hakeem over there, Gremlin over there, man. You already know, man. I got acid reflux, so I gotta keep some peppermint on in my mouth. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm with Roni. I'm with Natasha Vincent. When this starts to come up, we got to look at you different. I'm like, why can't you help him without nobody knowing? Because that's still somebody granddaddy who face you put all over there. And in a sense, it's exploitation. It's the same way where I get mad when these people go to Africa or these poor countries and pay these kids to dance. When are we going to stop with the poor African dance? The poor African kid dance, the dance in them in their dirty ass clothes. When are we going to stop with those videos? You got them dancing for a couple dollars instead of putting tablets and sneakers on them. Come on, man. Like I do shit I don't want to be known like that because like people make doing stuff for people seem corny now. You buy them a hotel, yeah, you going above and beyond, baby. You just put a band-aid on it tonight. I love that she did that. I hope that she was in that he was in good spirits. But baby girl, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I know it just didn't even sound genuine when she was like, hey, we should just raise him. We just need to have a GoFundMe for him so we could change his life. Like the key words, change his life, GoFundMe. We already thinking brick lady.
Yeah, I want to see. I hope she do a goddamn part two of the situation of if she raises that type of money that him receiving the money. Because if you don't do the part two, I'm with you guys. You know, she was just doing it for clout. She saw the chance that a homeless guy. Maybe she found out. You know what? Maybe I could get. Maybe I could trend on this one. Maybe I could get some viral moments on this one. So let me then get on. Take them to CVS, let me Starbucks. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see if I could that's running. Let me see if I can get a hotel room. Stay here for one night and everything. Give a little cash and everything. And to me, it's the definition of trying to go viral and do a trend. I've only been in this game, this YouTube space and this social media space for a while, but you can definitely tell. You experience and you see this all the time when a person is trying to get clout. Trying to get clout and also go viral and trend on a homeless man. Which she's not the only one. There's been a couple dozen as well. You trend. If it's trends, okay, let me see. We go fund me account. Because once you start trending and everything, you get a lot of views. You peep that word out, go fund me. People gonna donate. And the thing is, it's like, she's gonna get that money because she made an account probably for herself, but probably put her name and say, "Hey, I'm the chick that went viral from the homeless man Lazo who has cancer, who has prostate cancer. Please, let's raise money for him so he can get treatment and all that type of things as well." Which sounds good for some people, and most people like out of 100% of people, maybe 40% of people that send that money, maybe 50%. But look at that, the GoFundMe. A lot of people donate for that man, but the thing is, it's like we don't know if that money went to that man because she didn't make no part two or we ain't hear no update or anything. So yeah, people just watch stuff like that you see trending like on Instagram or on TikTok and everything. Stuff like that, they usually try to get the views. And then they get the views, they try to get the money, put a cash app out there, see if they get some cash out. They get the cash out, it's simple as that. So, and a lot of men don't do that. Rarely men you do that, but a lot of women, if they try to trend and they get some money off of that, easy money, put a cash GoFundMe or a cash out, bam, they get paid just like that. So hopefully we'll have more news coming out of what happened with the announcement and everything. Hopefully we'll hear that soon.
Not only that, but you supposed to have the news coming out like right then and then. Soon you raise up her
Yes.
money, you supposed to already have a video out like, okay, I went go looking for the guy and telling the guy, look, I'm gonna put you in an apartment. I'm gonna make sure you have a financial advisor. Make sure you have your medication. Make sure you have a nurse, a doctor, whatever you need to make sure you get back on your feet. She ain't doing. But I ain't gonna lie. If she ain't doing stuff like that, then we'll come back and I will ridicule her and go in on her. But I'm not gonna go in her too yet because I know how GoFundMe they have their own rules and regulations on how they distribute the money. But not only that, but if she doesn't do that, it's gonna come back to her doing fraud and she might do some jail time. Because remember, you gotta understand something. One thing about people, and I realize people are always willing to give. Even people will give their last dollar to something to help the less fortunate. I'm starting to realize about human beings. They really do want to give and help out when it comes to people less fortunate than them. However, at the same time, people still don't like to be getting taken advantage of because when you start taking advantage of people, then people are gonna really stop not giving for real and not really start giving not giving the F
Yep.
about helping people because you're taking advantage of them, and it's happening a lot in our community. And I would say when I see black people starting to do it, black women, black men doing it, I'm like, you're just making our community worse. It's making us not trust. It's making the people not trusting us. And at the same time, I understand when it comes to church because they say, well, the church will do it. They record when they give it to the homeless and stuff. The reason they do that because they're trying to show people with your charitable donation, I'm giving back so you can continue to contribute to my church, and I'm continuing to give. That's why they're doing it because people say, "Oh, they ought to do with the church world. They take our money and then we buy cars, Rolex, and all these other things." So they have to do that for you guys to say, "Look, I'm actually putting in the work. I'm actually using it for the building. I'm actually using it to help properties and stuff like that." Go ahead, Akeem.
Yeah, so I wanted to point out that Fresh Sound Florida said there are some people who does it that's transparent with the donations, and he is right. There are like maybe 2 or 3 people on TikTok that I know that actually shows what they have done with the money. But then there's a lot of ones who be on that goofy shit. You know what I'm trying to say? But it's just that the business of giving is not a monetization type situation. When this was something that was just regular, and that's the issue. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are using this to get clout. You know what I mean? Just like that one black dude who had raised the money for this lady and then refused to get. He only gave her half the money and kept the rest. You know what I'm saying? And I look at him as a herb. You know what I mean? But it's crazy.
First I said Travis. I'm gonna say he.
Doodles.
Yeah, Doodles. Who was he? I never heard of him.
Some dude that gives, he's a gift giver. He needs a social worker, an care connection to his family and friends he is familiar with. If the 100K is used otherwise, then it'll be disappointing. Good on her for raising that money, though. It is. Natasha, she has 55,000 subscribers on Instagram. 55,000. You know what I
I'm
mean?
saying she gonna raise the money because I'm saying people always want to give. People do have a good heart to give. Even that was a human beings. Our nature is to give, is to look out. Like that's part of our nature. Like we see someone in need, we will give. But to me, I always question when it comes to things like that. It's just to me because I'll be like, what is the you like Fresh Sound say that there's people online who actually do stuff like that, do terrible work. But to me, that's different. But when it's like a random person off the street and say, "Oh, check out my TikTok video," and that's when I start asking questions. Like, like I have a friend that I work with behind the scene. He has a company he created, and he hires homeless people, and he pays them. So, and I'm saying like, and he doing a good thing. He actually paying. He giving them work. So and sometimes he records sometimes him doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, there's people actually doing good things out here. But it's just me when it comes to like raising money, that's the one I always question. That's just for me. Other people are different. Go ahead, Jordan.
I got a question for you guys. Would it be different if you try to call the local news and rather be on TikTok, so you the person be on local news?
Yes, that's a big difference.
No, you still be on local news and still scam. People do that all the time.
Um, but I guess for me, I might look at it as being more credible. You know what I'm saying? Because now we know that okay, she's getting them people involved with them serious eyes is involved. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And you like, okay, then she got them folks over there with her. You know what I'm saying? Like she got them folks there, and I might look at it and be like, damn, you went and got Channel 7 on there. Don't get me wrong, Ronnie, you all right. People do scam. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I seen people on local news and they end up going to jail for scamming, fraud. So they do it all the time. To me, that don't make it a credible resource. I just be like, okay, let me see what you do with the money afterwards. After you raise up $1 million, let me see what you do with that $1 million. Do it go to the family in need? Because there have been stories where people will come out later and say, I didn't receive a dime.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's true.
For a prime example, I think what it was that George Floyd situation. I think people somebody was doing a GoFundMe. No, sorry, it was the Black Lives Matter movement with the George Floyd. You saw it. They were doing all this stuff for George Floyd, and
Yep.
then when the push come to shove, and mind you, they're a big platform. When the push come to shove, after all that was done, his children say they didn't receive a dime from him
Not yet.
at
Not till this
all.
day. Not till this day. That's a fact.
Yeah.
So people do it all the time.
Yeah, and that's true.
And now look what happened with Black Lives Movement. Not credible. So it is what it is, man. It's just it's sad to say, but they take advantage of good people, and that's why I don't like.
I don't. You got a point there.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
I can't.
I can't say anything about that either, right?
I can't dispute that though.
Oh, trust me, I can't. I always pay attention. Trust me, because I want people to. Because I'm a giver. I like to give. I like to help people out. You know, people especially that less fortunate than you. You want to give, but you have to be careful because people will take advantage of good people that have a good heart to give. Like the people that give are one of a kind because people especially in America, are like very selfish into themselves. So when you see people that's giving a hard-earned money, like they work hard for, and they're giving trying to make sure that you're doing something good with it, and you don't do nothing good with it, it's very distasteful, very distasteful.
Yeah, you got a point though.
Yeah. First round soda say, yeah, you're right, Ronnie.
Yeah,
they made billions off of
billions, Jordan.
Yeah.
Billions.
They bought a big old house up in not far from where I'm at, in was it Studio City?
But what's the lady at? The lady don't even talk no more. The lady disappeared.
Yeah, no, she's here, but they just been quiet after that.
Quiet.
In LA area, they just been quiet. Once they bought the house, that was it. I remember we talked about that 2 years ago.
And remember, that's charitable donation, so they don't get taxed for it. That's
exactly.
your cat, and you go straight to them.
That's true.
Yeah, go ahead, Jordan. I don't know you have any more for the crowd.
I do. Let's go. I mean, we're gonna talk about it because he's been trending, and Soulja Boy been trending, and Chris Shaw been trending, and
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj has been very, very trending. So we're gonna start with Blueface. So Blueface is in trouble. So right now he's already locked up here in LA, and he's got to do time in LA. I think all the way to it's summertime, I believe June and July. But add on to it, Las Vegas has issued a bench warrant for Blueface after violating the terms of his probation. I believe he got in a fight, I think he shot somebody, something like that. This happened like maybe a year and a half ago. And yeah, man. So he's getting got a bench warrant on that, and and as you guys can know, I know y'all seen it. Krishan Rock got, instead of she had a tattoo on her neck, she covered that up. Now she got a tattoo right here on the left side of her face. Not only that, Blueface side piece, I found out she got a tattoo right by her booty too, because he said that's what she likes to like her head at and everything. Man, what's going on with these women getting these tattoos? Yo? Well, actually, I know why. It's clout. It's clout. You do anything for clout, you got these. So that's the thing right there. That's the thing right there. And so. And Soulja, earlier this week, Soulja Boy was getting that Chris Shaw Rock, and on Blueface talking that they be ugly and everything, that he do all type of things to Chris Shaw Rock and everything, and chastising Blueface, all sorts of things, yo. I don't know how you want to play a little bit of the video. If you do, we can just chop it up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
For rapper Blueface, a story the 8 News Now investigators first broke. His real name is Jonathan Porter, and he's accused of violating probation, which he received after a shooting outside a Las Vegas strip club in late 2022. In October, a judge warned him if he violates probation, she would send him to prison. His lawyer says he plans to turn himself in, but he's already in an LA jail, also accused of violating probation in a California case. You can read more at 8newsnow.com. A warrant issued for
Oh, go ahead, Phyllis. What's your take on Blueface?
No, I'm just laughing because you see Blueface's face, like he don't give a damn. That's why I'm laughing because Blueface don't give a damn. He don't give a damn. He said, well, I'll be back in court again in a couple of months. So this ain't nothing new. No, but at the end of the day, Blueface they doing right now everything for clout. Jordan, like you stated, clout is the new. I told people is the new currency, is the new drug. Anything for clout, anything for me to get that viral moment, and that's what they're doing. So seeing like Krishan Rock pretty much have a tattoo on her face, pretty much clout. Mind you, she lost 200, not sorry, 300K Instagram followers because of the simple fact of that stupid tattoo on her face. And you know what she said? She said, at the end of the day, I don't care because my name is still in the algorithm. I'm still making money off of branded deals. I'm still gonna be on Zeus TV. Y'all not gonna stop me. Oh, pretty much y'all talking crap about me is making me more popular than ever before. Clout. What can I do to trigger my audience? Remove the tattoo from my chest, put it on my face. I know you guys gonna react to it. I did the same time she was talking about she was dating somebody else. She didn't give a damn about Blueface, and now all of a sudden she cares about Blueface. It doesn't make any sense. Their relationship always been a roller coaster cycle, and I always tell people they doing all that for views, clicks, and likes. At the end of the day, they probably still sleeping with each other. You look, they had a baby, and they're gonna continue to be with each other. It's nothing new. And not only that, but when Soldier Boys came in, I know we're not gonna play that clip. You see how Soldier Boy even say, "Hey, say Blueface," he called him Blue Butt, whatever. He said at the same time, me and you, I'm just doing this for fun, homie. I'm not gonna really fight you. Like I'm not gonna be dumb enough to come to your city and try to fight you. I got a lot to lose here. I'm not that stupid. I'm gonna just troll you online because I know that one is gonna really hurt. Troll you online, have fun, make money off of you, and that's it. That's all they're doing. All this is for them to make themselves still be notable, still so people can still watch them. Their name still be in the algorithm. It's nothing new. They know at the end of the day, our community like dysfunction, and we like that. Like Urban Noah say, dysfunction. That's what we like. Go ahead, King.
Let me tell you something. He's at the place where he deserves to be. When you put yourself in a position where God has given you a chance to change your life, change your family life, like why would you be doing ninja stuff? Why? And you could tell these people are not raised in a good home because they're moving in a way like they don't care. And these people are mother and fathers we're talking about. These are mother and fathers. These people got kids. I wouldn't dare touch Crenshaw with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't even dare hang with Blueface. They all sound like goofies to
A
me.
10-inch pole? Try a 50-foot pole, Hakeem. Hell no.
But I ain't gonna lie, cause Sean is like a type of female. She's a ride or die. Those type of female you do want to have around though. That's why I say I kind of understand why he keeps her around because she's a ride or die. She'll do anything for her man. She'll ride and die for that man. Rather people say, oh, she hate him, she want to be done with him. No, she don't because her whole life is essence around him. She cares for that man a lot. Go ahead, Jordan.
And also, they make so much money together. They make so much money together.
They do.
Go look at Blueface other baby mother. She's with she with another chick right now. He trying to make money with her, but he can't make money for her as he makes money with Crenshaw Rock. They make millions and millions and millions of dollars working with each other. That's why we hear about them. Not just every day, every 6-7 hours. Every 6 hours, and it's not just Blueface who's into it. Chris Russ Rock is into it. Blueface Moms is into it. That's why we hear her a lot and everything. She be trending about what's going on with her, what's going on with Blueface, what's going on with Chris Rock and everything. It's to me the dysfunction is the number one money, probably one of the number one money maker you make as if you're a black person right now. If you got a toxic relationship or some type of dysfunction with your partner or anything, and you put that on Instagram or TikTok, you get instant views, and it trends and everything. And then we talk about it, and the more it trends, the more money you make. You might not know. Zeus might look and say, "Hey, Zeus Network might go, hey, they toxic, they're trendy. How long they been doing this for? A year? let me see if I can get to make a show out of it. And that's what they did with Christian Rock and Blueface. And won't be surprised when Blueface come out, they're gonna make another episode of Blueface and Christian Rock. And you know how the rappers, they come out of jail and everything. You know, they get a little bit of hype and everything. So yeah, I won't be surprised when Blueface come out. It's gonna be Zeus Network's gonna make another season of them, and it's gonna be more dysfunction than ever. And they're gonna get the numbers and they're gonna get the money. That's how it works. That's how it works.
That shit is crazy.
That was that was tell people none of this stuff is real. Prime example, Blueface at one point was beefing with Crip. Blue Crip, I think what's his name? I think that was Blue Crip. Like they were beefing, and then one time they was in the same facility together, in I think in the stadium, walking right beside each other, and they were getting each other dab. We were like, wait a minute, I thought y'all was beefing. That's why people gotta understand what is real and what is not real. They do things for the algorithm to keep you guys watching. That's all. Most of the time, these guys are cool. They chilling with each other. They vibing. I know we're gonna talk about the Megan and Nicki Minaj situation shortly, so you can see that pretty much that same thing coming to fruition. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, it's true, and that's going on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion. So, as you guys can know, there is a beef between Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj right now. So, firstly, I think it started with Megan. She came out with Megan's Law and everything, and I think there was quick shots at Nicki, but behind the scenes, we was hearing that Megan saying was, I guess, we talk about Nicki's husband, and I believe the son. I'm not 100% sure. And Nicki went off on Megan Thee Stallion. She made like a 1-bar video on her Instagram talking about Bigfoot. Make sure you walk on your good foot. Going at it. She got shot on her feet with Tory Lanez and everything. And then after that, Nicki has been really on one against to Megan Thee Stallion. As so bad that she talked about her mother got wrestled. So it had got so bad that Nicki Minaj fans, whoever lives in Houston's, were really looking for Megan Thee Stallion's mother's gravesite, and the cemetery had to hire more security so some of these fans don't mess up the grave and everything. Which is, to me, I don't know what's wrong these days. These fans right now, that just sounds crazy, but. Yeah, man, that's really trending right now, and this is crazy how Nicki fans are trying to find a great side of Megan Thee Stallion's mother, and I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to dig it up on it, twerk on it. I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, man, it's this type of beef is something different, man. But what's your take on it? What's your take about it with the Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion beef?
Okay, the situation with the Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion, I did some research about it. Shout out to DJ Academic. He actually did a great breakdown to it. So shout out to him. I like DJ Academic when he breaks things down. And from me watching him, and now that me doing my own personal research, they doing that so Megan Thee Stallion can sell records. I'm just being honest. For Nicki to sell records and Megan Thee Stallion to sell records. That's it. Them people at the end of the day still like each other. They still love each other. They probably right now texting each other in their DM and say, "Hey, don't take this nothing personal. We just having fun." It's just a small minor beat to keep the crowd entertained. My followers versus your followers. Let's keep this movement going. It's a PR stunt. That's what it is. Nicki Minaj right now, she the Urban say no, they don't. I doubt it. I promise you. At the end of the day, they still gonna go. They still gonna go out to dinner. Trust me. It's a PR stunt. It's for people to sell records and this and that. I told you, when it comes to music industry, that beef sector between Tupac and Biggie, that world is done. People just do beef to sell records and to keep their movement going and keep their name in the algorithm. None of this stuff they're doing in social media, I take actually period. If they really have beef, they already know where each other stay at. They could go pretty much go to each other's house and do what they have to do. They're not gonna do it. Everybody's saying it. Even prime example, you have Joe Budden saying the same thing right now. He's saying the same thing. PR stunt. DJ Academic, PR stunt. Everybody's doing it. They're doing it right now to pretty much to sell records. They trying to sell records, keep their name relevant. Right now, Nicki Minaj is still one of the hottest female in the game. Megan Thee Stallion would never sell records like Nicki Minaj. It's a fact. She would never sell records like Nicki Minaj. So what's the best thing to do? Have someone that's big in the game roasting you so your name could get some form of notoriety. Fact.
No, I agree with you 100%. No lies detected.
I don't say there's no lie detected. Is to keep your name. I would say is to keep your name going in the algorithm. Hell, shout out to the record label. She's signed. Nicki Minaj is signed to one of the popular record label in the game. So you think they don't know how this internet social media game works? People right now, Hakeem, people paying thousands of dollars just to see Nicki Minaj go in on Megan Thee Stallion right now. Or I forgot. I forgot what app it is. It's an app that you have to pay. She literally every time she go live, she get at least about 20K people watching her. You know how much money that's bringing in revenue? But go ahead, Hakeem, time in.
No, for me, I've always seen this. I've always seen Megan come off as being a bit arrogant, a bit as she doesn't owe nothing to nobody. So when I seen them going at it, I'm like, yeah, this about to be interesting. Because they both got some dirt on them. You feel me? And I wonder why the sisterhood is not putting that down. And and getting rid of that. He says, if you notice, Megan no longer rolls with the people she used to roll with. That's a fact. Very big arrogance. She doesn't need the people, and this is why, when you don't have your core people to hold you accountable, you're gonna move constructively. Her career is over in like 3 years. Trust me on that.
You said Megan Thee Stallion?
3 years.
Yeah.
I doubt it. She'll still be around. She
I'll
will
give
be
it.
around. Because the long Tory Lane situation, she will still be around. I don't think she's going anywhere.
No. I when I say over, I mean like it's not gonna be as potent as it is. Like it's not even potent like she was a couple years ago. She was on fire. Prior before this shooting, single drop. All that dysfunction.
You need to call Cardi B and say, hey, can you help me now real quick?
Yes.
Yeah. That could be it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Nikki, Nikki, she know what she's doing. She know how to push buttons and everything, and really know how to drag it on and everything. Because remember, she got an album out and everything. And this right here, Ronnie's right. We put your name in the algorithm, and fortunately for Nikki, her album's still out there. She can get sales and everything, and monetize and everything. Going on Instagram Live or go her on a podcast, Queen Radio, all that type of things. It's a moneymaker. It's a moneymaker. So as long as you got the name out there, keep making money, it works out for both, not just for Nikki, but it works out for both parties as well. Simple.
No, because everybody gonna say everybody don't say they have real beef. This is my thing. Real beef always gets solved. Real beef. Same thing. What happened with what King Von? You saw he had real beef. What happened? He got deleted. That's what I'm saying. That's real beef. Beef ain't gonna be like, oh, I'm going at you on Instagram. I'm going at you on Facebook. I'm going at you on a free streaming app. I'm going at you, whatever the case may be. Real beef like, okay, I know where you stay. Nicki Minaj know where Megan Thee Stallion stay. That's just common. They know what they say. They know where each other stay. So if they really have real beef, she'll literally go over there and say, let's handle this pressure right now. They're not gonna do it because the beef is not real. It's just like something to keep the crowd entertained. Remember, like I say, in our community, we love dysfunction. What sells?
Right.
Dysfunction. If we want chaos to grow big, like real quick, all we have to do is have dysfunction on the panel. That's it.
That's it.
Go in on each other, go in on women, go in
That's
on men,
it.
do all that. It will bring this platform up big because people like dysfunction, but we don't do that over here.
No.
That's how things run. I would say music industry right now, what they're doing is they going around, they're looking at different platforms and they're seeing how they're doing things. They're seeing how other podcasters going in on other podcasters. So you know what? Rappers I gotta go in on other each other. Keep the crowd entertained.
That's why Shannon Sharp got one of my most views out of this interview with Cat Williams.
Exactly. Dysfunction.
And the thing is like I found out that I think it's come out in a week or so. He's going to have Monique on the show too, and I think that's going to do numbers as well. It might be that's probably the second most interviewed from his show because I think Monique gonna go in.
No, but I ain't gonna lie. Shannon Sharp podcast is gonna hit. He already took it off.
Yep.
That interview with Catwoman is the most watched podcast the whole year. I don't see nobody topping that. Nobody. I'm sorry, nobody's topping that. Because I'm saying because they know these people are studying the internet.
Right.
The thing with a lot of
we
podcasts
studying
I
as
do,
well.
we
We see
studying
what's up. That's why
exactly.
we know so much things.
I'm starting to study the internet. That's what I'm saying. I'm really studying the internet. I'm like, you gotta study the internet. You gotta see what's going on here. What can keep people watching? What can keep people going? Beefs. Beef keep things alive. It keeps things juicy. Pretty soon you're gonna see Cardi B going in on Megan Thee Stallion. I won't be I promise you, pretty soon you're gonna see Cardi B going on Megan Thee Stallion really, really soon. I promise you that's gonna happen. What? Mark my words, that's what's gonna happen. Pretty soon it's gonna be Cardi B going in on Megan Thee Stallion, and her number's gonna go up. Because Cardi B is also hot in the game.
Yeah, that's true.
People love Twitter, Hakeem. You don't understand how many people be on. Oh my
Twitter,
God.
Twitter off the chain.
Yeah, actually.
Hakeem,
on YouTube. I tell you that Twitter off the chain.
Hakeem, dysfunction even came into the sports world. Because I watch Undisputed.
Yeah.
Skip is going in on people. Skip Bayless is going in on people. Skip.
Yo, the chain.
And Stephen A. Jason Whitlock. That was Stephen A. Jason Whitlock.
Thank you. I'm telling you, they study it. We're not really studying the algorithm. We're not really studying what's going on. But these big top dogs are studying it, and they're making millions of dollars off viewership and sponsorship, and we're just being blind to the fact of what's going on. People love toxicity. I'm with you. People love toxicity. Will always be on top. You can never be toxic. People love it. Cat Williams, when he exposed the industry of Hollywood, people love it. They want to see more of it. Guess what? Shannon Sharp gonna do more of that. I guarantee you that he will. He's not gonna stop.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see him do it.
Oh, he's not going to be. You know why he's not going to be taken down? Because he's backed by ESPN. Like he's backed by them, so they ain't going to be able to take him down.
And also he's with the Volume 2, Volume Media Networks as well. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people. Yeah, I'm with you, Ken Dog. People do. They love drama.
Drama ain't the word.
Oh, you say that's going to ruin Shannon Sharp? I don't think so. Because he's backed by the network. The network's behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Shay is not really his. That's the network. If you do research, that's the network. Club Shay, the network is behind that.
Mm-hmm. And his other podcast, Nightcap.
His show is turning into Jerry Springer. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It is.
It's what you call the Jerry Springer effect. If you got the Jerry Springer effect on your show, if it's entertaining, people gonna be watching. Period.
Talk about it.
I'm in a space where people spend thousands of dollars on toxicity. Same thing with DJ Academic. People hate DJ Academic, but people still watch his show. Last night, DJ Academic went live, had 12K people watching him. Mind you, it's midnight. And it's midnight. I'm like, this guy, and people even say that DJ Academic, he's a drunk. He don't know what he's talking about. He says talking crazy. But people watching him because people like the toxicity. They were like, okay, what type of stuff is gonna come out of this man's mouth? Pause. Fats, look. Go and say, look, Fats, Club Shay, and the Nightcap are part of the Volume Network. That's what I'm saying. Yes, that's correct. You are.
Yeah.
Man, Gordon, man, you do your homework, big dog.
He's on point.
That's true. Joe don't hurt him. He said this generation will tune into nonsense rather than substance. That's fine.
That is facts.
They're trying to make people dumber than dumber. That's what it is. They don't like America. Like they don't like people. They don't like smart people. They like to make you dumber, make you feel dumb, and make you like I forgot the word. Toxic stuff. That's what it's all about.
No, but Urban North, that was they're a huge DJ Academic fan too. They say DJ Academic have a huge audience. He do. He could go live at any time. He's gonna get about 20 or 30K people watching. Don't matter what time of day is it. So he do. He has a huge audience. I was just using him as an example to show you that the type of level of toxicity people are tuning into. So you think the network is not doing the same thing? Zeus TV, hell, now drama integrated himself into SmackDown because I went to a wrestling event and you can see like the toxicity is over there too. They have drama to keep people entertained, to keep people coming back.
Oh, you did? You did, okay? Oh, you did? For real?
Hey, I was a Warren Chirac dude.
Really?
I was following it when he was Warren Chirac, and you never seen his face.
Wow.
Yeah. I've been following him since then.
No, I followed DJ last year. I ain't gonna lie. I followed DJ last year, and I was doing homework about him.
He spent 10 years in his mama basement to build this business.
And then when he get his deal with Spotify?
The deal with Spotify is just a year old. This is recently.
Oh, that was recently. So all that money paid, he made YouTube.
All YouTube. Don't get me wrong. He did get a check when he was on Everyday Struggle. You know what I mean? But he did. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I got to give him credit. He thrives off of negativity. You know what I'm saying? But he thrives off it. But he makes his money and he take care of his family. I'll give him that.
But then why did Joe Budden always go in on DJ though? Oh no, they cool. Back then, they cool. I'm my bad. They cool. I'm tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong guy. I'm tripping. Forgive me, DJ. Just in case he's listening, forgive me. I forgot y'all cool. Y'all, him and Joe Budden, they really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drama is about being entertainment. Yeah.
Damn, DJ been around. Yeah, I forgot he been around for 13 years, right?
13 years. Success is now overnight. Sitting, drinking. He been drinking like this for years, man. Bottle of Henny. He just ain't never get on camera.
Oh, so he always been drinking Henny. It's just that he never got. I thought he did that recently because sometimes people need an energy boost. Like some people drink energy drinks. Like me, I'm drinking water. Some people think I'll be drinking liquor. No, I'll literally be drinking water. So it keeps you like going.
Yeah.
But I understand that liquor it do give you courage though. That liquor do give you courage to say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, that or a beer too. One of those.
No, but I never seen him with beer. I always seen him with like Henny. But wow, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy.
You already knew. But everybody pick and choose the type of content they want to put out, but they just got to live with it when that shit comes out. You know what I'm saying?
I can't introduce our fresh sound folder to DJ Act.
Yeah.
The toxic said it gives you courage while it's destroying your liver. He knows
100.
it.
She right.
He right. He knows it, but he just can't. He can't say, Joe. He drink a bottle of Henny every night.
Every night.
Like, how do you do that?
He's going through some pain. He's insecure. He doesn't like his body. He's just saying no to alcoholism. Kids is out.
He in a relationship with a woman keeps beating on him too. So.
No, but that's his fault. Cause he can see he do have an addiction. He has a bad addiction.
Yeah.
No, but he keep dealing with these Instagram models. Stop
hitting them raw.
Yeah, he don't get a back.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
No, maybe, I ain't gonna lie. Well, maybe like DJ Academic when he was here in Miami when he was on Fresh and Fit Studio, and the woman was hitting on him. He was like, "Yo," he said, "Baby, I gotta lay you out right now, but I'm just keep walking." He's up just keep walking.
Yeah.
Oh man, Jordan, I don't know. You got one more for the bag.
I don't have any more. I'm just looking for one.
Oh
That was the
no.
last
Oh,
one I
okay.
found.
This will be the last one of the night. The one with Kanye West. I don't know if y'all saw that one. The
Yep.
one with Kanye West. He got into it with a paparazzi. While he was getting into the conversation with the paparazzis, he ended up telling the paparazzi, "I want you to start what you're doing, and I'm gonna pay your salary." Now we can't show that clip, but we can show the audio. So Hakeem, show that one. Is Kanye West get into it with the paparazzi when she mentioned the simple fact about his wife. Why she dressing as former Matt? Pretty much because recently his wife been dressing very provocative. They feel like she pretty much not controlling her will. He's the one that's controlling her. But I really think that's Kanye West doing another clothing line. That's why he's doing what he's doing. But see if you can show that. Not show it, but play the audio. Don't show it
I'm
because
about to do
that's
it right
TMZ.
now.
Because that's TMZ. Hey Kendall, is it really addiction or is it pain? It's pain, big dog. Pain. All that money, fame, and wealth don't mean it can't heal the pain within the heart. Cause you got it all.
Give me 1 minute.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, we're not gonna play the video, but we're gonna play the audio. The wild thing about Act, he's single handedly spearheaded what he called YouTube podcast. What we see that, yeah, he kind of did, yeah. Facts, boy, he did. I like DJ Act, man. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of him. I find him to be funny. I'm a big fan of him. I actually study him a lot, but yeah, sorry guys, we just gonna block out the video because TMZ doesn't play without copyright strike. They will strike your channel like they ain't no. Oh man, they don't play with that. So we're gonna play the audio though. I don't know for some reason DJ Ad could do it and they never strike his channel. I be like, because I think they know who he is.
Kanye took her phone and he gave it back to her.
How you doing? It's good to see you. People want to know if Bianca has her free will. Some people are saying you're controlling her.
I'm a person. You got kids?
No.
Exactly. So what do? Who do you work for? What do you feel like it's okay? I'm a human being. All of this TMZ, this 30 miles on, y'all set celebrities up. Do you got free will or you work for the devil? Do you got free will? You working for TMZ company? I'm a legend. You understand that? I'm here to support Charlie Wilson. You come ask me some dumbass shit about my wife. That's my wife.
Let's come on in.
You understand? You wasn't asking shit when I couldn't see my kids.
I'm 47 years old. Now I ain't doing none of that. Everything, you understand that, miss? I'm a grown man with a family. I provide for a lot of people. You're not running up on me with that foolishness ever again. Tell your bosses at TMZ, we ain't doing that. You understand? Are we clear? Are we clear?
Thanks, honey.
No, are we clear? Like you understand what I'm saying? I'm a grown man. I pay taxes.
Everybody out of the street.
I got a family.
Come on.
And I provide for a lot of
You
people.
can still record. Just get out of the street. Come on.
So are we clear?
Try to get through.
But you ain't asking
Out of the street.
You ain't asking none of my celebrity friends, none of this dumbass shit you trying to do, setting people up, trying to get people out here acting irrational. Are we clear? Are we clear? Is that clear? You think you got the right to disrespect me because of who you work for? Are you clear? And clear? Are you speaking for everybody here? Everybody at that newsroom?
Where you go? Yeah. All right.
I got you.
Shout out to Kanye West, man. Oh, we lost. I can't even be back shortly.
There it is.
Shout out to Kanye West. I tell you, he's funny, man. Go ahead, Jordan. Time man.
Yeah. He went to the I believe he went to the Star Walk of Fame to see Charlie Wilson get his star and everything. 'Cause he's a big fan of Charlie Wilson. But what Kanye West says, you know, like I said, I live around here. You know, TMC, they be everywhere. To Hollywood, West Hollywood, Santa Monica, they're everywhere. So they always got the tea. If there's some type of event, which you know, Charlie Wilson was go give his star. Usually TMC they be out to see if the celebrities come. Fortunately, they saw Kanye West come. And but yeah, like I said, stuff I agree with what Kanye West said. I agree with what she was saying. You know, you say, why you gotta say something about my wife? You know that I'm controlling my wife or anything. Which is how would you know that? You know, I'll feel some type of way if they say the same thing about my wife. If I was controlling my wife and everything, I'll have a fit as well. You know. Yeah, Kanye. You know, Kanye is right and everything. You know, like I say, he's a different type of brother. You know, doing this thing. You know, I believe he's coming out another clothing line and everything. And like I say, he's even though he's a big top celebrity, like I say, he has a wife and kids, and you know, he just want to have his personal space. But when you in a city of Los Angeles, especially with TMZ all over the place and paparazzi, I mean, he should know better. Like I said, if you try to find somebody, paparazzi will definitely know where you at, looking for you, and they're gonna take pictures and talk to you straight up, and simple as that. What, fellas?
No, when it comes to the aspect of Kanye West, I think he did a good thing by staying up. But I'm with Urban Knows the first time. They always he always get into it with the paparazzi. They always offer them a job. But to me, some of the line of questioning some of these paparazzi be doing to asking him, they never ask him like real genuine questions. That's why sometimes he gets upset because he say, "Why you asking me a question about my kid? If I'm able to see my kid, why you ask me a question about this and that?" They always ask him the question, "Oh, do you have your wife in bondage? Do you controlling your wife? Are you a control freak?" Something that are gonna get him triggered. Because remember, they getting paid by TMZ, so they doing what they getting paid to act to do for it. So that's why at the end of the video he said, "Hey, who's paying your salary? I'll pay you double. Done. Now you're working for me now." So it's a beautiful thing that Kanye, and I love the fact not only that, but he mentioned the fact that hell, I'm a living legend, which he is. We already know Kanye West one of the hottest artists, but pretty much that face this earth. But you know, you just it's a thin line with these paparazzi. That's what I was telling people. Do you really want the fame? Because look, when you get the fame, you gotta deal with stuff like that. People are invading your privacy. You have no privacy. You can't be like a human being to post your wife on your Instagram page, mind you. That's your Instagram page. Whilst you getting ridiculed. I don't know, Hakeem. What's your thoughts on it?
I think that people do go overboard with this stuff, but then I also say you're one of the biggest fashionista, biggest hip hop artists in the world. You signed up for this. Michael Jackson's scrutiny was just as vicious. Just as vicious. They went to his
I would say
house.
beyond that.
Yeah. So I'm looking at it from these points, and I'm saying like that lady did not have a right, but you see how arrogant she was. Like, oh, I'm with the media, so I can do this. So we like it's gonna come to a time where these shit's going to have to start to come full circle, where you just ain't gonna be able to just walk up on people like that no more. You know what I'm saying? And but with the point of the fact is Kanye did have a point. Why are you asking me about my wife? What's so important about what's going on with Bianca? You know what I mean? They don't care about they don't care about the money he's donated. They don't care about Donda School that he funds, the lunch program he has, the thousands of dollars that he's given and help artists, and people talk shit. So what are we supposed to do? What are we
No, but
supposed
the only reason why she mentioned the media because remember she working for TMZ. That's why. See, like I work for the media. I'm not doing it because I want to ask you. I'm doing my job.
Yeah, but then there's a thin line between some things because like I know you still got to go get that story, but he loses at the end of the day. All he has to do, like that, could have been a lawsuit. She could have had a couple racks there.
No, but that's not on her. It's TMZ because remember she represents TMZ. She's like I work for the media.
And that's
You
just
can't. I'm gonna get a lawsuit. You sue the. You already know TMZ got so many lawsuits, but it's just like sue TMZ. They are the one that's telling me to ask these type of questions. Deep down inside, you know that lady probably didn't even want to ask those questions.
no, and I agree with you. But when you sign up for that, you sign up for that goofiness that they doing. That shit was goofy as hell.
That's was. I agree with that.
He went to go see Charlie Wilson. I didn't even know he was a performer. When he said I'm gonna go see Charlie, I'm like,
Yeah,
Charlie on tour?
yeah, his old ass.
Charlie, man, I ain't gonna lie, kid. He got the groove, baby. Charlie got the groove, baby.
Yeah, that's true.
He said, from Kick.
He said, yeah. He said, yo, amigo,
Migos was good.
what's good? Welcome,
Welcome,
welcome.
brother. Welcome.
Shout out to Kick, man. Kick
Shout out to
World is
Kick
booming
people.
over
Shout out
there.
to Kick. Yep.
They over there watching, man. He
Yeah.
said, yo, amigos.
He
Yeah, I'm
said,
excited when we get more people when people watch us. I mean, I know we got on YouTube, Facebook, but when people watch us for Kick and Twitch,
Yeah.
and Instagram, it's like, oh wow, okay.
we
We
getting
got the
it.
platform here.
First name Charlie, last name Wilson. He said,
We
what's cracking?
appreciate it.
Hey, appreciate you, man. Just appreciate you watching the stream, brother. We
Yes.
chilling, man. You
Yeah,
missed the
that's it.
show. We talked about a bunch of topics.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can check.
Charlie Winston is a real deal. Charlie Winston is like a real deal. He's a real deal guy.
Mm-hmm.
He said first name Charlie. He said first name getting out their first name Charlie, last
Last
name
name
Wilson.
Wilson.
Yeah, he is the real deal. Charlie Wilson, boy, got some hits.
Yeah.
The legend, boy. That man got some hits. But anyhow, man. But shout out to
I don't know that Pierre Donnelly, Sarnach.
oh,
Pierre
you don't know the
Donnelly.
name.
Yeah.
He said we looking fresh tonight. I was like, you right. Hold on, y'all. Give me.
But yeah, I like what Gore said. He said, "Don't call me crazy, but young fellas, Yee is the closest thing that we'll ever see get to Martin Luther King in their lifetime." Yeah.
He said Yee?
Yeah.
He's telling the truth.
No, he's telling the truth.
He's telling the truth.
That's true.
I think he's the only one.
I was saying Michael Jackson as well. You can put Michael Jackson up there as well.
Yeah.
But that's like I said. Y'all know Kanye's getting scrutiny, but that Michael Jackson scrutiny, that was above and beyond, because as soon as he stepped outside,
it was a frenzy, and they tried to.
It was a frenzy, yo.
Well, no, but you understand with Michael Jackson, it was different because with Michael Jackson, people grew up with him from the Jackson 5. Like, them people that was following him was from the younger generation, like us following Michael Jackson to his prime.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why his art was so big, because people remember him since he was in the Jackson 5, ABC, 1, 2, 3. So it's like that's why Michael Jackson, I don't think nobody would never top Michael. Yeah, I don't see nobody never topping Michael Jackson.
No, not that time. It ain't happening.
I'm sorry. Though I think the only person that was kind of close was Chris Brown, but then Chris Brown was on some other tip. But Michael Jackson, boy, I remember my dad was talking about him when I was a kid. So that's why I knew that people actually grew up with him. Up with him. So that's why his scrutiny was something else. But his childhood, that's the side. I don't want nobody to experience the type of childhood he had. I think Joe Jackson did too much. So he did. He made his kids a star, but it was way too much. Urban Noise, you said Elvis was that big? Yeah, but his life was short though. Elvis' life was short.
Yeah, Elvis was a cultural phenom, but I don't think a lot of people subscribed to Elvis. Like, and I'm not saying that black, like I don't think like black people subscribed to him that much. It was more than white.
Yeah, and like I said, Michael Jackson, he hit the hit the world with a big global impact that Elvis was, because Elvis, he really didn't really travel like that
No.
out there. More like I said, if you go to Vegas, he's known in Vegas because Elvis was the first person. I think he was the first person to ever do like a
Hmm.
residency in Las Vegas. That's how he got popular, was because of Elvis. Like I see, stars like Usher, Boyz II Men, a few other named people that do residency. I can't say the damn word, but it all started by Elvis, and then
Oh,
that's why we get
so
Elvis
black
in.
people love Elvis? Wow, black people actually love Elvis.
Yeah.
I won't put it past it. I just think maybe like, and that was a generation before me. But like when I do speak to certain people or I look for certain things, it's not like back in the days it's blues. I don't see that on their top 5 or their top 10. You know what I mean? I hear BB King, Sleepy Hollow, Howlin' Wolf. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, because they say supposedly Elvis stole his image from a black person.
That's a
That's
fact.
allegedly. I don't know how.
Yeah. A black person wrote his songs.
Yeah.
Elvis was huge. I'm not gonna put that past. That you're 100% right. He was a cultural thing, but I say in the black community, when I talk to certain people and I ask older folks who your top 10, the top 5, and that's subjective on who the person is.
Right.
That sound.
And now I would say Jackie Wilson too. Really big.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jackie Wilson.
No, the only reason why I mentioned Chris Brown, because Gore said, why did I mention Chris Brown? I only mentioned Chris Brown because Chris Brown, people grew up with him. That's why I mentioned Chris Brown.
He's on the path.
Because Michael Jackson, people grew up with him at his prime when he was in Jackson 5. So, but BB King respected Elvis. I was saying I gotta do more research on Elvis. I haven't really done digging into Elvis history, but I know they say his most of his artistry was stolen from a black person. That's why I remember somebody was mentioned. Somebody mentioned that. I forgot who.
Mm-hmm.
That was following. They mentioned that. Oh, Elvis stole that from a black woman. I'm like, a black woman or a black man? Somebody. I'm like, you sure?
Yeah, because he grew up. Yeah, didn't he grow up in a black church? I came.
I'm not sure.
In the South,
man.
I think he grew up in a black church in the South. I think it was
Mm-hmm.
either Louisiana or Mississippi. I can't remember which state. But I know he grew up in the South for sure. I know that for a fact.
Yeah, but in this generation, we don't really have no big icon. Like I can say, like really, really big.
No.
Well, I take that back. I think what they say, Taylor Swift,
and Beyonce.
Yeah, like them. Yeah, we're giving
big as Michael though.
Yeah, Rihanna's up there too, but they're not Michael as well.
But yeah. So that being said, folks, it's about that time. Oh no, White House says it's very true. Ron stole from the blues artists, so it is true. Urban Noise say Taylor's on a different planet.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, that was saying. But will you compare her to be a Michael Jackson type artist like that? Now, because nobody's falling out if they see Taylor Swift. Michael Jackson, them people literally fainted.
Not only that, Michael had. So there's a difference. Michael had blacks, whites, and a whole bunch of people like him.
He
Taylor
did.
Swift,
Asians.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Asians. So Taylor Swift has a niche artist. I'm not saying there's not other people who don't like her, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, black people love Michael.
It's not to say it like this. Michael go any place in the world, a small village. He goes into a small village, they would do a Michael Jackson dance.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. I in my case right there.
Damn. Especially when he came up with the song "We Are the World." That song is still making money. That song like what, like 30 years old?
For you and for me and the entire universe, there are People
I
dying.
I love Smooth
Make a
Criminal.
better
That
place.
Smooth Criminal, that music video
and
was
for me.
that Smooth Criminal was nice. And then
Yeah.
remember he did that song for Free Willy. That
Mm. You're right. Yeah.
when he did that song for Free Willy, everybody was crying. But yeah, but it's about the it's man, the urban noise going in, boy. Don't talk about
Yeah.
Elvis.
No, they love
All
Elvis. They
right.
love
But
Elvis.
the
But
urban noise love
I'm just
Elvis, boy. How
listen.
can't go ahead.
Listen. Listen. The facts is facts. I'm only speaking my anecdotal experience. I say Elvis is not on a lot of niggas' top 5 or top 10. That's facts. He
Oh
right.
yeah,
He's
Michael
on.
Jackson did have the video game. He did. That's right. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson had Smooth Criminal, the video game. Yep.
Make a better place for you and for me.
No, I gotta do research on Elvis. They have they got a movie on Elvis on Netflix. I might just watch that and see if it gives me some, and watch the documentary on Elvis. But I was
Yeah.
having
People dying. If you care enough.
saying it, I'm saying this stuff straight. Like always, guys, about that time. It's about that time. Guys, make sure on your way out, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to Urban Noise, First Time Florida. Shout out to Gore. Shout out to Y High. Shout out to the Loving and Thompson Vincent. Shout out to Ken Doll. Shout out to that person on Twitch. On Kick. Shout out to Jordan on Heard 'em that always holding us down over there in the Twitch world. Shout out to Butterfly Jones. Shout out to Nightish was in the building. Shout out to Victor. Shout out to Ashton was also in the building as well. Oh man, it's the weekend, guys. It is the weekend. It is the weekend. These guys still coming here and grace us with their love. Shout out to Bobby Bryan. Shout out to those that's watching us on Instagram and also on Facebook. You guys always holding us down each and every week. We really do greatly appreciate you guys, man. But like Gore, you already know, another great show with a bang for the weekend. Of course, there's no football until next week, the Super Bowl. So there's nothing I can't really talk about
Pat
right now.
Mahomes.
But for you people that do like the NBA, there's some NBA games going on right now. So shout out to the Heat that's playing right now. I'm a Heat fan. Jordan, I know you're not about Detroit right now. Detroit is. Yeah, I know you don't want to talk about Detroit
Next
in
year,
NBA.
that's all I gotta say. Next year, I don't know what the hell we doing. I don't even watch.
I don't know what it is. I think they're trying to get a number one trade. That's why I'm thinking.
Who the hell gonna come here? We did last.
So, and now that is also very important. You go to KL Culture Radio Community tab. In the community tab is the KL Culture Radio t-shirt. Yes, sir. Get your gear up. Get your gear up. Shout out to those that already got their gear, that already purchased their gear. We really do greatly appreciate it. Hakeem's working diligently on the hats. So just be patient with us on the hats. So we get the hat, y'all would know because I would have that first. And you know I ain't gonna forget the coffee mug Jordan be drinking out of. You see that KL Culture Radio coffee mug looking beautiful as white, black, and yellow. That's y'all looking nice, boy. So for you guys that drink coffee in the morning like myself, go ahead and get your coffee drink on. And also don't forget High King's book, Black Love. He also coming out with a new book very soon, guys. So be on the lookout for that. That man is a black author. Is in the building. He trying to be bigger than Kanye.
Soon.
He said soon. You won't be able to handle the paparazzi, man. Leave it up for Kanye. Kanye do a good job with that. You won't be able to handle that.
I'm gonna be snatching cameras down.
Like always, guys, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We love you guys. Enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Be safe. Be over.